Today on WSRH Extra, we take a look at an issue that has grown to surprising levels across school districts.
Also, we meet a chef who is serving up his path to pursuing his goals.
Plus, we see how our first responders are keeping their community safe without extinguishing their own dreams. WSRH Extra starts now.
Vaping devices were created as a way for people who smoke to instead get their daily dose of nicotine from a vapor. Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Riley Sullivan.
And I'm Danielle Smith. Over the past few years, the use of e-cigarettes among teenagers has significantly grown in popularity.
However, this has sparked a problem across many school districts, as teenagers are finding a new and even craftier way of obtaining these devices. In an attempt to counteract this issue, the federal government has started the year off by enacting a ban in hopes of taking a step in the right direction. WSRH Extra reporter Ashley Pellicone shows us how this issue continues to affect our community.
In recent years, the usage of e-cigarettes among teenagers has risen to shocking levels. As of January 1st, a new federal law makes it illegal to sell e-cigarettes and other tobacco products to those under 21. With 568 already reported cases this year, the principal of Seminole Ridge High School says it is necessary.
It certainly has taken over a great deal of the discipline issues that are here, and it's a concern. We've had to send students to the emergency room multiple times because of the vaping that they've been doing.
Not only are kids finding easier ways to obtain these e-cigarettes, many are becoming craftier in how they go about concealing their vaping devices.
The vapes are getting a little tougher to find because kids are obviously hiding them in places they shouldn't. Last year we confiscated a few hundred. The highlighter still worked, but they had that in there.
Although vaping has proven to be a major problem among high schools across the country, many middle schools have begun to see the impacts these e-cigarettes are having on their students as well.
It impacts, obviously, student health. That's the first concern that we have when students are starting to expose themselves to potentially dangerous items that could have long-term consequences.
The ban President Trump enacted prohibits the use of all fruit-flavored vapors in hopes of decreasing the amount of adolescent users. However, the owner of a smoke shop in Westlake disagrees.
I don't think the fruit flavors were an enticement to kids because as an adult, I vape, I prefer a flavor.
The raise in age is intended to make it more difficult for underage buyers to obtain and become addicted.
I think it's an effective way to combat it. It'll definitely make it harder for people to find other people to get it for them.
79% of teens say that they feel safe vaping, and the number of underage users continues to grow with easy access to products. From getting them right across the street from vape shops like this, or the closest gas station to their campus, students can easily find what they're looking for. For WSRH Extra, I'm Ashley Pellicone.
America, being the land of opportunity, has given many people a chance to strive for success, immigrating from all across the globe. The objective of bettering their life has become the ultimate goal. WSRH Extra reporter Lauren Plancarte introduces us to a chef who's cooking up his own American dream.
Scusi Trattoria, an Italian restaurant here in Palm Beach County, has been serving up several traditional dishes since this past November.
We're Southern Italian, so everything is homemade. Everything is made here daily with the freshest and most simple ingredients that chef can find.
Simone Apostoli is the head chef at Scusi. Simone says he immigrated from Italy in 2012 and found his love for the culinary arts at an early age.
Since I was a kid, I always cook with family. My grandmother was cooking a lot. I was going visit her and cooking with her. I went to culinary school when I was 14 years old.
Working with Simone for the past 6 weeks, Carly Augustine can attest to Simone's motivation and talent.
Simone is awesome. He is very passionate, very driven at what he does. He is a consummate professional.
Many people come to the United States with hopes of pursuing their goals. For Simone, this transition has allowed him to achieve more than he ever thought was possible.
It's definitely a nice dream. I came from a poor family, farmers. That's why I was cooking a lot with grandma. And I came in US, it was New York City, so it was completely different. So I fell in love day one.
From Italy to New York to here in Palm Beach County, head chef Simone continues to live the American dream one day at a time while using influence from his roots. For WSRH Extra, I'm Lauren Plancarte.
As the popularity of painting classes has grown over the past few years, one painting studio in West Palm is giving this pastime a awesome new way to express your creativity. WSRH Extra reporter Shelby Garamone takes us to Painting with a Twist.
Painting with a Twist, located in Boynton Beach, Florida, hosts many painting events such as Paint Your Pet. Here, you are given the opportunity to enhance your artistic skills while painting something you love.
So the Paint Your Pet is when you sign up for the class, you do send in a picture of your pet, whether it be a dog, cat, hamster, lizard, bird, whatever. We will draw it onto a canvas, so when you come to class, it is already sketched out on the canvas for you. And then we start with the background, we paint the background, and then we get into the nitty-gritty of fur types and how to paint that kind of fur, or scales or feathers. And we also like to help out a lot with the eyes and nose, because those little facial features on the little animals, they really pop out that way.
Frankie Curran, a skilled artist for 9 years, expresses his passion of art through his teaching and through the beauty of diverse skills.
I think, especially with not having art in school anymore, it's such a great outlet, and it's really therapeutic for everybody to come and just unwind and do that. So it's a big gift that I get to contribute to somebody's life in a different way and let them relax for a little bit.
Learning with a lot of guidance has an impact on enhancing painter skills, practicing and improving in a fun and easy way.
I'm notorious for showing up at a lot of the Paint Your Pets. I really got interested in it, enjoy it, and I've been doing a lot of painting on my own now as a result from coming to the classes, kind of learning what skills I had and being able to build on them a little bit.
Without instructions, painting doesn't come easy, especially if it's an animal. But here, learning a new skill is a lesson without the lesson.
Just a lot of fun. It's not stressful. It's a lesson without being a lesson. You really get to have somebody there to jump in when you need help, and people who are skilled, different artists, who show you different ways of doing things so that you can take something with you and use it in another painting on your own.
Whether you come with a party or for a therapeutic afternoon, Painting with a Twist gives the opportunity to unwind and improve your painting skills. For WSRH Extra, I'm Shelby Garamone.
With the South Florida Fair underway, the air is filled with the smell of fried food and the screams of excited children. Underneath those sounds and smells, one group is focused on preserving the dreams of the past. WSRH Extra reporter Grace Trowbridge takes us to Yesteryear Village.
This time of year, many people come to visit the South Florida Fairgrounds. One attraction, Yesteryear Village, is able to shine a light on the American dream through educational experience.
It shows, it teaches little kids and stuff about how, when back in the old days, they didn't have, modern technology, they didn't have phones.
One volunteer, Herb Sutner, not only teaches guests about the dream, but he's lived it.
I was born after the war, but this shows what people were able to do with a lot less resources than we have today.
With exhibits centralized around the many aspects of the life of the past, the possibility for learning is endless.
I tell the story about how we used to use horses in the past to get around to herd cattle, and how we got our food and meat, and how they just used horses and when we didn't have cars, and how to get around and stuff.
However, Yesteryear Village shows guests that the American dream is an unstoppable force no matter what the situation.
Yesteryear Village gives guests the opportunity to step back in time. With volunteers such as Herb, some guests get more than just a flash from the past. For WSRH Extra, I'm Grace Trowbridge.
Whether you own a business, work towards a life goal, or protect the citizens of your city, everyone's definition of the American dream is different. For the firefighters at Station 22 in Westlake, this dream is more than just a lifestyle. WSRH Extra reporter Ashley Pelicon shows us how these heroes are taking part in the search for their fire.
Fall with injury.
This is one of the many calls that Station 22 in Westlake, Florida receives throughout a shift. The men and women who work here are tasked with saving lives and property, preserving their American dreams.
It means a lot. You get to help people on a daily basis, especially in a time of need when somebody actually needs you, and there's a lot of gratification that comes with that.
Captain Steve Collins says his dream of becoming a firefighter started when he was a child, after his neighbor's home burned down not once, but twice.
Watching the firefighters pull up, attack the house fire, and everything that goes along with that response. So it seemed exciting and interesting and something that I might be interested in.
Corey says he loves the job not only for the thrill of saving lives, but because every day brings a new adventure.
We run on crazy calls and difficult situations all the time. So each call you kind of take from that, and you reflect and you get better and you train, and you gotta adapt and overcome.
Being able to keep the community safe and give back are just two reasons why they do what they do.
The opportunity to see others when they're vulnerable and in a time of need has given me an appreciation for the work that I do. It's given me a sense of compassion, pride for the things that you do and the things that are important to you.
For many, the American dream is not given, it is earned. These local heroes are a great example of how hard work and dedication continues to fuel their fire. For WSRH Extra, I'm Ashley Pellicone.
Coming up in WSRH Sports, we head to Florida Atlantic University as the Owls go head-to-head against the SMU Mustangs.
Plus, we meet a freshman goalkeeper that is giving it his all. For those stories and more, we go to WSRH Extra Sports anchor Aliana Augusto.
Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Two college football programs recently came to Boca to face off with one program trying to finish their season on a high note during their historic season, while another program is looking to win without its head coach. WSRH sports reporter Cassie Narcus takes us to the Boca Raton Bowl.
College football season has brought a first-time matchup to Boca Raton for the Cherubundi Boca Bowl. Sonny Dykes, Southern Methodist University's head coach, started on a hot streak and brought the school their first top 25 ranking in over 30 years with the help of new additions to the team.
Had a really good freshman class that came in. We also had a number of transfers that came in, and that created competition, and competition led to improvement.
FAU instead had to start fresh, as head coach Lane Kiffin was recently hired by Ole Miss to run their program. Even with the departure, interim head coach Glenn Spencer is excited about the future.
It's been chaotic, but that's what's exciting about this profession. Every day's different and different challenges, and definitely when I got named the interim head coach, it just put a lot more on my plate, but that's the exciting, challenging part of it that I enjoy too.
With SMU having a top 10 offense, one FAU standout had a plan to round up the Mustangs.
If I just do what coach is asking me and just do like my assignment, I feel like I don't look for too much. I try to just do my assignment, and when they make their plays or whatever, I try to just be in the right spot and just make a play.
After a dominant 52-28 win over the Mustangs, Coach Spencer gave all the credit to his players.
Thank you to them, because it's all about them. They just allow me to be a part of it. I got them to the practice field on time. I made sure everybody's on the bus, and I just kind of kept it organized.
With a tough loss like this, Coach Dykes and his staff are ready to look back at the film and see what worked and what didn't.
And then again, we have to go back and look at why we didn't perform like we have performed up to this point. Just to get ourselves better.
With bowl season over, both teams hit the recruiting trail as SMU looks to expand on their best season in a decade, while new FAU head coach Willie Taggart hopes for a fresh start after two disappointing seasons at FSU. For WSRH Sports, I'm Cassie Narcus.
Many players start off their high school career on a JV team and work their way up to varsity. However, Christian Turcos kicked off his freshman year as a starting goalkeeper for the varsity team. WSRH Sports reporter Natalie Anabalon shows us how Christian has played a big part in his team's success.
Although the Seminole boys soccer team got off to a rough start, things have changed recently for the Hawks, going undefeated in their past 7 games.
Coaching here, I just hope they get better every game, and we hopefully get to the playoffs and win one game in the playoffs at minimum, because no team from Seminole Ridge has done that for boys soccer.
Coach Waddington attributes to this success all to a freshman.
Really the best freshman I've seen come through here at this level already playing varsity. He commands the field. He has so much skill and knowledge out there. It's very helpful.
As a goalkeeper position, he's really improving our team. Like
with his positioning, with his tactics, like how he uses his brain, stuff like that.
Meet Christian Tercios, star freshman goalkeeper playing for the Hawks this season. Leading the team already to 3 clean sheets, he has been instrumental in the team's success.
I believe I could keep less goals in the goal, help us win with my communication skills and with my distribution skills, and hopefully save most of the balls that get shot on.
Well, they all get along. This whole team gets along. They are a bunch of fools, but they get along and have fun. They are a team, that's for sure.
We're like a big family here. Everyone has love for each other, no hate. We work great together on the field and off the field. It's just a big family.
We wish KT and the Hawks luck as they continue their undefeated streak. For WSRH Extra, I'm Natalie Anabalon.
We wish Christian and the rest of his team good luck in the following seasons. Well, that's it for WSRH Sports. I'm Aliana Augusto.
Thanks, Allie. Well, that's it for this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Riley Sullivan.
And I'm Danielle Smith. If you have any story ideas, please tweet us at Seminole TV.